We got the OG Meteor Goliath skin there. A little bit of Monarch and Blood Eagle. Classic Rogue Val. Elite skin here. Diego got that victory going on. All right. Like I said, I could forgive the default Rogue Val because her skin is just amazing. Yeah, it's actually a pretty good feed route. I like it because you still have access to the big meat if you take the Nomad, and it's much harder for the hunters to cut off. If you take the feed path up to the right, you inevitably end up getting cornered and domed. This way, if you play it right, you can juke and actually get a clean stage too. Harambe goes for the juke, speaking of, trying to put distance here. He's gunning it for the jungle. We got Diego cutting hard, trying to catch up with him. Looks like Harambe needed just a little bit more meat right there, which he got, but the dome comes down. The hunters throw a magnificent dome right now. Diego, though, they're a little bit lonely. Although, luckily, Rogue Val finally gets in here. Diego's got to be careful. They risk getting cornered here, but this tree's a good juking spot. It's definitely a risk versus reward type of spot, but these hunters have thrown a magnificent dome, and damn it, they're going to use it. There goes the harpoons coming out. Daisy, being the hot dog she is. Harambe is having trouble getting a hold of somebody. These Maggie traps, or the Waggy traps even, ferocious. That charge nukes the drone that Rua's trying to put out. Flame Breath comes out, he's got a hold of Rua. Harambe unleashing his fury on Rua right now. Rua jumping up, trying to evade it. Dome comes down. They ate a bar and a half of health. Harambe ready for stage 2. Running across that map. Let's look at those perks, guys. Here, you're seeing again. Remember the DR thing? Rogue Val with DR? Here it is. They're doing it again. Ruha. And it worked out. Ruha didn't die. You know? But did you die? No. Harambe has enough bananas to evolve. Confirmed.
The monster has evolved.
All right. Harambe hitting that stage 2 right now. They had a pretty normal stage 1 build. And he's going to go 1, 2, 2, 2. Hunter Squad just picked up the best buff ever, Monster Sense. Lookout World. I'm surprised Harambe hasn't called for a forfeit yet. Looks like they're trading up, getting that class cooldown. Harambe kind of went and sniffed him out and choosing to go the opposite way. Dome is ready. I mean, it's interesting to see how Russian Bears has decided, by and large, to let Harambe feed unmolested, so to speak, while they picked up all the buffs and stuff. I think they're really banking on these buffs making a difference for them. You see that Rogue Val aura creeping up, you know she's near. Oh man, look at this! Daisy is just going ham. Dome comes down. It looks like these guys got themselves another great dome. Russian Bears has been on point with their dome throwing. They got the bridge they can abuse. They got to be careful not to get caught in the corner, though. Rock throw comes out. He's going to force Daisy down after Daisy single-handedly ripped a bunch of bars of armor off. Leap Smash comes in, hits Stiff. Stiff is just unloading. Here comes the healing beam, chaining out, trying to pick that Daisy up. Rua outside the dome still. Look at this, man. These guys are doing a great job. Look at that trap placement. Harambe missing some bars of health. He dominated last game, but he's not having as easy of a time this game. It looks like the Russian Bears have truly brought their A game this game. And it's interesting because it's such an atypical comp with atypical perks that we don't always see. I love that they challenge the meta. Rua popping up that personal shield there. They are going to be vulnerable. That charge catches him point blank. Leap smash. Rua's going to be going down. Whoa, great interception on that rock. The flame breath comes out. Here comes the charge. They do finally get him, but at what cost? They gave up a ton of health. Down to 3 bars right now. Harambe takes their strike and a half, I guess. If you count Daisy, strike and a half-ish. And gets out. Russian Bears showing that last game may have been a fluke. Either that or we're seeing that Harambe is just that much better on OG Goliath. Harambe moves to grab himself a traversal buff. Get them ups. He's just about ready for stage 3. He's gonna go for it. Russian Bears realize what's going down. They've backed off to go get some buffs. First thing on the menu is gonna be the poison perk. Oh God, it's on his face. It's a slaughter.
Get in range.
I'm seeing some people rooting for RB here. Russian Bears.
Dome ready. Relay shield activated.
Harambe grabbing himself the bird buff, which is a 15% cooldown reduction for those of you who might not know. All right, Russian Bears are set up. They're waiting for Harambe. Harambe's got his buff. Looks like Diego's buffless. Poor Diego. He's made a good approach. Didn't take a lot of damage on the approach. He does eat a harpoon, though, and we have Wasteland Daisy, flaming away. They're eating through the armor. Wow, man, look at this. Russian Bears know how to pump damage. And this isn't like a spike damage team either. This is a team that just deals considerable reliable damage over time. And look at this. You just see the health and armor peeling off. Harambe's having a tough time getting a hold of someone. They're holding the dome. Down comes the dome, which means they're feeling confident. Rock throw comes out. Leaf smash hits. Wasteland Daisy still flamethrower and away non-stop. Here comes the personal shield. Leaf smash shuts down Rua, but he's only got 2 bars of health left. Is it enough? I don't think so. He's gonna have to get out. He stays around, tries to throw some flame breath, but suffers. He gets a dart from Renegade, amping that damage down to a bar of health, and the poison's still ticking. The armor's finally starting to come back up. This is a totally different game than we saw previously. Damn. They just, you know, layer on those dots, and it's just damage after damage after damage. And you got to figure with Renegade having that poison buff, definitely hurts. Here we go. Harambe goes back in. He's got 1 bar of health, but a lot of armor. Let's see what he can do. The hunters are making fantastic use of the tree and the building. Uh-oh, Rua getting pushed away. Harambe is doing his best to isolate them from that juking point and push them away from their team, but they've already got 3 bars. He's only got 3 bars. Sunny Drone's up. This isn't looking good. I think this is going to be the end of Harambe as the Russian Bears execute a masterfully played game. Fantastic work. Russian Bears tie it up. As we move into the 3rd game of this best of 7, Harambe has a chance to redeem himself. great gameplay there from Russian Bears, and they were using an atypical comp. They had Rogue Val, they had some damage reduction perks.